Thanks for tuning in to Born to Ride TV, the longest-running biker TV show in the world. This week, it's a tough one. We celebrate the life and memory of L.D. Brewer, Craven Moorehead, an original American outlaw biker, the party pirate himself, and so much more. Gone but not forgotten. May he ride hard forever.
I'm Russell Mitchell, I own Exile Cycles, and you are watching Born to Ride TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Good evening, my fellow Americans, and welcome to the all-new Born to Ride show. You know, I've always been a bit of a motorcycle enthusiast myself. I remember when I was a young boy back in Arkansas, I had one of those real mean Honda TR90s with the luggage rack on the back and the 4-speed automatic transmission. Well, one day, even though it was considered illegal, I delivered my newspapers on it. I'll tell you, it gave me a thrill that I'll never forget. So, as you can see, I've got a lot in common with all you motorcycle enthusiasts. But the reason I'm here today is to welcome in a new era, the era of the brand new Born to Ride show. And I'd like to congratulate my good friends Ron and Deb Galletti on all the success they've had. And a little later on, I'll be having an interview with my very close personal friend, Craven Moorehead. So y'all stick around and come on back. God bless you all, and God bless America. Thank you.
Well, you know something, Booty Man? This has been one heck of a show, brother.
What a show.
And the way things are going right now, Born to Ride is going to be right at the top of the ladder. They're going to be ahead of Baywatch. They're going to be ahead of Entertainment Tonight. They're probably going to be ahead of the WCW here. Born to Ride. It's been a lot of fun, brothers. And make sure you keep the rubber down, and I'll see you in the wind.
Whoa.
Yeah. I like that, Booty Man.
As promised on Born to Ride Television, tonight I have with me here my close personal friend, the Commander-in-Chief. Bill, how are you tonight?
I'm doing real well, Craven. How are you, buddy? Good to see you again.
It's very good to see you again, Mr. President. Now, you know, Born to Ride Television is sort of the alternative media comparatively to what you've been going through in the past and the way you've been exposed in the regular media. We have to ask you a few questions. What about this deal with Monica? Is it true?
Well, I want you to listen to me. I want you to listen very carefully. There is no improper sexual relations with me and that woman, Miss Lewinsky. And besides that, there never ever is an improper sexual relation with that woman.
I don't know of any improper sexual relations myself because, you know, I consider myself a professional, but, but...
Having said that, I'd like you all to know that had I known the pain and anguish that this scurrilous investigation would cause my family, my administration, and the American people, I'd have done things differently. But with a 79% approval rating, it's comforting to know that Americans are not fooled by this obvious right-wing conspiracy.
And you know, that's a funny thing because Born to Ride Television actually took a poll of our viewers, and we figured that you could have a 100% approval rating if you just go with, well, one or two more girls.
Well, I've often given that a lot of thought. Craven, you and I are a lot alike, You're a leader, I'm a leader, you're passionate about your work, I'm passionate about my work. Well, our names are kind of similar, Craven Moorehead and, of course,
Slick Willie.
Yeah. There you go.
And we're proud of you.
Not only that, the chicks love us, right?
That's right. I mean, they do. But, hey, that's cool and everything. But what's going to happen, I've heard recently that possibly the Secret Service may actually have to testify and actually tell the truth in the, I know you've been up against this before, but how do you feel now?
Well, I've been up against a lot before, Craven.
Yeah, I bet.
But aside from that, this is nothing new for me and my administration. Of course, we had the Trooper Gate that happened to me when I was governor of Arkansas, and my motto is that loose lips sink ships, but hey, come on, man, I'll tell you, take a number. It doesn't matter to me.
But let me ask you a question.
They don't call me Slick Willie for nothing.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us now, about the helmet law or about any of the feelings about, I know you once were a biker, right?
Well, yes, I was. I think I spoke about it a little bit earlier, how, kind of like to have the wind blowing through my hair once in a while, and I had that old TR90, Honda TR90 when I was a kid back in Arkansas, and let me tell you, there was that gold flake metal thing with the 4-speed automatic transmission, no clutch. It was great, and with a rack on the back. One day, I know it was illegal.
Yeah, we heard about it.
I know it was illegal, but I did deliver my papers on it one day. What a feeling.
And we're proud of you, too, because, us bikers are, what do you call us now?
Well, motorcycle enthusiasts. That's the politically correct terminology for you guys. I don't want to piss anybody off and call you bikers. I mean, somebody might take that the wrong way.
A lot of times they do,
motorcycle enthusiasts.
That's right. And we appreciate that. Now, as far as your feelings on the freedoms that all Americans deserve, what about the helmet law, and what about the the restrictions that go along with that?
Well, I am a strong believer in freedom. Of course, constitutional rights and the Bill of Rights, and of course the motorcycle riding rights, which I firmly believe in. And those who ride, let those who ride decide. I mean, I think it's very basic, very simple.
That's great. And do you have any? Is there any coincidence in the fact that the Bill of Rights has your first name?
Never thought about it that way, but you might have a point there. Craven.
I talked to Mr. Starr about this now, and he's thinking that there might be a little bit of an inside conspiracy. Wait a minute, you won't comment on that, will you?
Let me just say something about this whole fiasco with Mr. Starr. Personally, I feel as though, he doesn't have a leg to stand on. It'll all blow over in no time at all.
What? That's a coined phrase for you, blow over.
It will all blow over, and I believe at this point in time, he's really just splitting hairs, if you know what I mean.
Splitting hairs and blowing over. I'm here with my friend and good companion, the President of the United States, Bill, and thanks for watching Born to Ride. You want to say anything else to our viewers?
Ladies, we're having a little party at the presidential suite down the street a little
I knew this was coming.
And why don't y'all stop by? I certainly would like to see more of you. And remember my motto, come early, come often. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
And thanks for watching Born to Ride television. Thanks a lot, Bill.
Do you get our monthly exclusive newsletter? Sign up at borntoride.com and get on our mailing list today.
All right, cool. I'm here. Wait a minute. You coming in or no? In or out?
There you go. The only thing I got to ask is, why do you comb your hair like Don King? Being that he's the world's best promoter next to Mitchell.
Hey, you're right, exactly. Exactly. We got a lot in common.
On.
Exactly. Thank you.
And you don't have a bad hair day every day, do you?
No, I'm good at it, man. I've got it down, man. I've been doing this for 25 years. I can do this in the dark.
That's the one thing about these young guys, they can do that. Imagine what we'd look like right now.
Holy frickin', we look like O'Cheese.
Cochise, yeah, I remember him. He was that Long Ranger's partner or something, right? He dropped his beer. He dropped his friggin' beer.
There you go.
I've got to tell you, we're with one of the hottest items on the boulevard this year, 05. Billy Lane, how you doing?
I'm great. How you doing?
Good. Happy to be here. You've got a hell of a setup here, man. You've been torching and bending and melding and melding. How have these people accepted it?
People are loving it, man. This isn't the band, you know what I mean? It's the same old band playing every year. It's
Excellent.
a gear store, so it's a live fabrication for the crowd, for the people.
We're here today with Born to Ride.
Yeah, Born to Ride, what's up? Thanks for having me on your show.
Tell me, Billy, what was the strangest thing that you had to create this year?
Well, we had a guy who's a vet. He's over in Iraq right now in the Special Forces, and they wanted a sissy bar, and I told his wife I'd do it for him. And she said, well, I like a gas tank, I like a seat, and all this stuff. So we ended up redoing almost the whole bike for her. So it's kind of like a strange request, but glad to do it for somebody who's over there fighting for our freedom,
That was one of the things that I heard myself, man. He was building something for a cat in Iraq, and how far out can you get from that, man? This is Billy Lane, probably one of the wildest cats on the boulevard this year, and we're happy to have him. Ice Cream Man from Hell, Billy Lane.
Probably, not probably, definitely.
Definitely. H-O-T. Born to Ride, Billy Lane.
We're We're at the Born to Ride Day of the Dead Jam, and I'm sitting out here with my friend David Allan Coe. Ladies and gentlemen, the world famous David Allan Coe. Millions and millions of hits. David, how you doing today, pal?
Well, I'm doing okay, considering everything. I'm doing pretty good.
You're a country music icon, I mean, literally.
Yeah.
Give us a little history on that.
As a songwriter, I've had over 200 songs that I've written on the charts. I've had, as an artist, 86 #1 records in this country and abroad. I've written over 10,000 songs. Still writing every day. Still recording.
One of your songs that's Johnny Cash, help me get out of prison. That's actually a line in the song. That's really the truth. I think the viewers would like to know a little bit about that.
Well, yeah, John came to the prison that I was in to do a show, and I paid a trustee 5 cartons of cigarettes to take some of my songs and give them to Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash wrote a letter to the parole board in the state of Ohio and asked them to commute my sentence from death row to life in prison. He said he thought I was the greatest living songwriter in the world. So 5 years later, they commuted my sentence from death row and to life in prison, and they sent me to the Marion Correctional Institution in Marion, Ohio. And after 2 years, I was released on parole and allowed to go to Nashville to pursue my career as a songwriter and a singer. And 10 years later, with the help of all my friends in Nashville that signed a paper, the governor of the state of Ohio restored me to my rights as an American citizen.
It's an amazing story. It's been an amazing journey with you, and you've gone a long, long, long way. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, the guy is a legend. This is David Allan Coe, the real David Allan Coe, the real songwriter. The stories that you sing in your songs are mostly true stories. I know that, and I don't know. Do you have a favorite song, David, or you just...
Some songs are like children, you know. You love them all for different reasons. I've been in the Outlaws Motorcycle Club for 47 years. I'm now retired from the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. I still, see a lot of my brothers, but I am retired. I was the first man to ever be on the cover of Easy Rider magazine. Only women were on the cover of Easy Rider magazine. 1984, David Allan Coe was on the cover.
I'm going to tell you something. All our viewers in the entire world appreciates David Allan Coe. David, thanks for taking a few minutes of your time here with us on Born to Ride Television. We really appreciate it. Y'all stay tuned. David Allan Coe.
All right.